MasterCard Worldwide and Equity Bank have unveiled PayPass-enabled Equity Bank Debit and Prepaid cards in Kenya. President and CEO of MasterCard Worldwide, Ajay Banga, and Equity Bank Group CEO Dr. James Mwangi signed the agreement at Equity Center in Nairobi, witnessed by the Governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, Professor Njuguna, Ndung'u.
This is a huge migration for the Equity Bank itself. 5 million Equity card holders is actually like 47% of the total cards in the country. They are moving into a global secure environment. That is a major impact on the economy part, and it's going to be a major drive in terms of encouraging others to do the same, make sure that they are secure. For me, and even all those income earners at different levels, both top and bottom, what you fear most is the security of your transactions. If you are secured into your transactions, then obviously you enter into that market and you're comfortable in any segment of the market you are in because the risk problem is solved.
The chip-enabled technology cards will be issued first in the Kenyan market and then extended into other East African countries.
We'll be rolling together in this partnership 5 million EMV compliant cards, meaning that we are now moving away from the traditional technology of mass strip that you swipe cards to next generation cards.
This launch marks what I hope is just the beginning of a very long journey with MasterCard and Equity Bank. This is our partnership of launching these PayPass-enabled EMV secure 5 million cards, debit, prepaid and credit in these African markets. It's also our first mobile point-of-sale launch on the African continent. And I think that is a tribute to Equity Bank's ability to absorb technology, but also their innovation and their skill.
The agreement will see the largest rollout of EMV-compliant payment cards in sub-Saharan Africa, as well as introduce MasterCard PayPass with enabled points-of-sale terminals across the region.
We have this technology being accepted over 550,000 merchants, and essentially using near-field technology, then we can make it possible for small transactions at the retail level now to be done. Instead of using cash, they can use the PayPass technology and just move on with the transaction.
Mr. Banga said the venture will empower African consumers to use electronic payments, which provide a safe and secure way to make payments, overriding cash and other forms of payment.
I congratulate you all on what you're doing, but we are putting these words into action. We have partnered not only with organizations here, but we have partnered, for example, with the World Food Program, where we are actually now helping to make the distribution of food in impacted areas through cards, actually digital food, as we call it.
The new payment system gives way to the introduction of mobile points of sale, MPOS technology.
The point about this technology is it's very flexible and it can be suited to your environment in your country. Put it on the card, put it at the back of the phone, and those are the advantages of this technology, and that's the benefit that I think Equity Bank will be able to do by rolling this out in the way that makes sense for your marketplace.
The Central Bank of Kenya governor lauded the partnership, which he termed as a way of increasing financial inclusion in Africa.
Financial inclusion must be practical, must look at the segment of the market, must produce products that are consistent with that segment, and also must have delivery channels that are cost-effective and safe. This is where we are, and that's why we are happy. That's why we are happy to join in Equity, this partnership with Equity and MasterCard.
MasterCard is a global payments and technology company which operates the world's fastest payments processing network, connecting consumers, financial institutions, merchants, governments, and businesses in more than 210 countries worldwide.